In this video, I will be providing channel updates and discussing the new Positioned Recovery brand, so stick around. Hi everybody, and welcome to Positioned Recovery. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to this channel, and don't forget to enable notifications, click the bell icon, and select all from the menu. Also, if you appreciate the content I provide and think I do a good job, please share this video on social media, give this video a thumbs up, and most importantly, commenting and engaging with others helps to build and promote an active online recovery community. And with that, let's get right into the content. First, I want to say Merry Christmas. You can see things are a little festive around here. I love Christmas. I've always loved Christmas since I was a little kid. My mom would decorate the house. She would put on Amy Grant's Christmas music. Any of you that's about my age, I'm 38, 39. Sorry, I'm 39. You would know I was born in 1981. So through the 80s, Amy Grant's Christmas was kind of like every time I hear that music, it just brings me to Christmas, right? So can't have Christmas without that. Also, you can't have Christmas without National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's an RV. That thing had 9 lives. She just spent them all. Woo! Good.
I know that is just a family favorite. We can't have Christmas without watching that. So if I've ever not watched that video, or if I've never watched that movie on a year, then that wasn't really Christmas. So, and also you guys have noticed that I was away for about 3 weeks. I apologize for that on one hand, but on the other hand, I really got some needed rest. I'm coming back full of life. I was out for Thanksgiving. I took a lot of my equipment home, and my computer and some music equipment to compose. I have a new track that's going to be posted very soon. May come out as a single, may come out on my next album, but either way, it was a lot of fun. It was dubstep. I composed that. Also, my family was overcoming some sickness. I intended to come back from Thanksgiving the next week, but everyone was kind of laid out sick. And my church kind of shut things down. And if you guys know that my office studio is at the church that I'm at, and it just made sense to just kind of stay home and hang out with the family. Also, I'm in Oregon, and the governor had put us on some extended lockdowns. And really, all in all, it just made sense. I know I could have put some videos out from home. In recovery, in addiction recovery, we all know that we make a lot of excuses for things. So certainly could have put some videos out. But I feel like I gave my family some necessary and important time. So that just is a great segue into kind of what I want to talk about next, which is, you guys heard me use the phrase position recovery. I have created and started implementing a positioned recovery brand. And in the weeks and months to come, I will be separating Position Recovery from Position Studios as much as possible and branding this channel Position Recovery. It may be that I actually build another channel and move the recovery content to that channel. So stay tuned, stick around. I will update everybody on that. And what will likely happen is, if I move everything over, I will continue to produce content on this channel, and I'll start putting older videos back so that they're in order. And then once I post the last and most current video, I'll just kind of move everything over there. Then Position Studios YouTube channel will remain a channel for the studio itself, as far as my production things that are not recovery related, but maybe guitar videos, tutorials on studio work and things like that. So feel free in the future to just connect to both channels. But I think that's what's going to happen. Look, guys, when you put a YouTube channel together, you kind of have an idea and a vision, and then things change. And one thing I'm familiar with in business is branding and all that. And I now realize that I've got, positionstudios.com. I have info@positionstudios.com, which is the email address. And so now it's like, well, what if I want positionrecovery.com? I'm not sure that I'm going to completely separate everything, but I will tell you this. The YouTube content for recovery is a ministry that I want to provide at no cost. This is a ministry that I want to engage and build a community around, so that no matter what, there's going to be content, and Position Recovery will be a brand and it will be a thing. You're going to hear about Position Studios because Position Studios produces the content, which I'm kind of getting a little ahead of myself because I've got that in my notes and I want to talk about that. So let me just kind of read what I had put down that I want to tell you guys. The Position Studios brand is very much alive, but is now the operating brand around my personal production studio business, which on paper will act as the producer of Position Recovery content. I just told you guys that. Also, for transparency, and I know some people aren't going to really care about this stuff, but some people will. For transparency, I'd like to discuss each piece and how it relates to others, because I'm a ministry. I want to have full disclosure on how things are going to operate. So first of all, we've got Position Ministries, Position Studios, and Position Recovery. And I kind of wrote down exactly some things that I wanted to say, bullet points on how each of these three brands or names kind of work. So Positioned Ministries will become a 501c3 nonprofit corporation. All separate outreach ministries, including Position Recovery, will be facilitated under the operating budget of Position Ministries. So Position Recovery is a ministry that will operate under Position Ministries, and that brings us to Position Studios. Position Studios will become a sole proprietorship. It will be a for-profit company with an operating scope of producing contracted content for clients and other contracted creative arts content and projects as well. And then kind of the definition of Position Recovery is it is branded content owned by Position Ministries. Position Ministries will contract studio productions with Position Studios to produce Position Recovery content. So a lot of people don't care about that stuff, but for those that do, I just wanted to be able to tell you guys kind of how the model works. And also, this operating model will allow, so here's where I'm going to. Here's what this allows me to do, all right? Because at the end of the day, what's the why behind all this? This operating model will allow me the ability to later broaden the reach of Positioned Ministries through niche communities and the flexibility to operate between nonprofit and for-profit aspects of the larger Positioned brand. So a lot of you guys, if you've followed some of my earlier content, which wasn't recovery related, I started with the Positioned brand and started writing a book and wanted to build a community around that. But the Lord has just changed kind of what I'm doing. And so Positioned Recovery is in this scope, in this channel, what we're focusing on. But I do want to, in the future, be able to broaden my footprint, or Position Studios or Positioned footprint, into other ministries. So I do want to take this opportunity to invite anyone with legal or business or nonprofit experience who would like to contribute to the forward motion of Position Ministries, beginning on a volunteer basis, to email me at info@positionstudios.com. I could use a lot of help on changing the brand or transitioning my brand and all kinds of stuff. And I just felt like if somebody's out there got the expertise and you'd like to volunteer on that basis, that'd be great. Also, paying positions will become available as the operating budget grows for both Position Ministries and Position Studios. Position Studios is a real local kind of a thing. I mean, I have a physical studio here and I can do projects and all kinds of multimedia based contracted type of work. And so physically being here for those kind of positions would be important to know. However, there can be all kinds of positions for Position Ministries that can be potentially remote. So hopefully we can all build this together. And guys, this is a dream of mine starting to come true. It starts here. It starts with you guys. It starts with putting this together. And anyway, I just want to invite those of you that want to be a part of this dream that I have to be a part of it. If you want to, go ahead and email me. Again, it's info@positionedstudios.com. Tell me a little bit about yourself, what you're interested in. Maybe we'll link up on a Zoom call or something like that. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. And remember, many are called, but you are positioned.